And welcome back. We're picking where we left off last time in Terra Invicta in our resistance run, where we got some stuff we want to do. And the question here is really, can we successfully do it without the situation falling apart? We're getting real close to the position where I think we can do what we want. The biggest thing we're running into is a volatile supply to build the ships.
I will help them.
Bundle complete, nanofactory complete, and craft spree station low mercury. Okay, so this is gonna reinforce the possibility to build more habs out at Mercury. Romeo 300 fully repaired. Now, a question that presents itself is, what do I want to do about the alien surveillance system? It still has a fleet. The fleet has downsized. Do I throw 260 away at it? I don't think we have enough missiles to go with 260. At least not alone. So if I want to engage it, I do want to probably engage it before the station comes operational. Then I will probably have to send Romeo 300 out. Oh, it may actually already be too late. The system is operational. The station is operational already. Okay. And it's got 3-layer defense arrays. I still think Romeo 300 can probably handle that. Let's try not to burn all the fuel inbound. We don't necessarily be there very quickly. Okay, let's try that.
We now have a spy in their ranks.
And we've gone ahead and turned.
Standing
A new
by.
Protectorate Counselor. Because of all the turning and how the AI actually handles that, it's not like the AI has particularly great counselors.
Let them find out.
We have hurt them where it hurts.
We have hurt them where it hurts. Oh, it does appear to be that they're invading United Arab Emirates, because we are at war with India and such. We might try to declare some sort of peace with them later. We'll see. We are engaging. Both sides are willing to fight. We're starting the battle. This is a situation where I don't see the need to be coming in particularly fast. Let's coast in on like 100 MPS. The biggest thing we're running into is that they're all big ships on the other side. So we may actually run out of ammo. That would be the concern here, I think. Siege goal rounds away. Can they penetrate the point defense? That will be the question, especially at this low speed. Oh, looks like one got through. Not accurately fired, though. That's a different problem. Armor is otherwise holding. Just making sure the lasers are actually firing primarily at the enemy and not at the incoming. Our main combat lasers. Okay, one alien ship is in the water. One is destroyed, redirecting fire against a third ship. I say dead in the water. It's lost thrusting capacity. I have all ships selected, right? Yeah. Oh, the siege. No, you should be. Oh, that one's just been disabled. That's fair. So one of the siege crawlers is offline. So we're only firing 2 shots per volley. Okay, redirect fire to the last one that isn't dead in the water. Maybe enough rounds inbound to bring that one down anyway. Yeah. Once these are done, we can begin engaging the station itself. Well, like the 2 battlecruisers that can fire, have them start directing fire on the station. We'll let the laser ships continue to pound the damaged one. As we get closer, they'll get more and more effective. Well, it seems the siege crawlers are still firing at that guy anyway. Never mind, it's this right. Okay, let's let some time pass until we get within the firing range. I suppose we should actually get your nose pointed in the right direction. Even if your nose is not going to be actively firing. You know, we're not moving very fast, so we're kind of waiting to get closer. I don't want to be firing off the engines here, because I want to save as much fuel as possible, potentially for a maneuver back to Earth, or at least a maneuver to one of the other exterior stations, high orbit stations. There isn't any faster speed at this point. Is the range on these coilers? Oh, it's pretty long. 850 kilometers. So it feels longer when you're moving towards a target that's moving towards you. It feels longer because it's going off of 850 kilometers away from your firing position when your enemy would cross that distance based on the travel time as well. So it's a little bit longer than 850 if they're moving towards you. When we're moving towards the target that's not moving, we got to get up to 850. So that's what we're waiting for here. I think the lasers will actually fire a little bit earlier than that. Although the lasers probably won't be effective at that range. It's gonna take. We're gonna have to get reasonably close to the lasers. Although, because these are cannons, they are reasonably effective at range. As you can see, they're less effective the farther out we are, but the closer we get, the more effective they're going to be. They're willing to accept this battle ends. I'm like, yeah, no. It sounds like I'd accept the battle ends, do another battle, come in faster. That in theory wouldn't cost any fuel, but we're already in the battle. We might as well win the battle properly. Otherwise we'd be leaving the exotics behind from the ships, because we gave it the battlefield. Laser should be opening, and it is. They're able to handle the damage control at this range, which isn't super surprising. But as we get closer, they're going to become more and more and more effective at chipping away at these defensive rays. Oh, it has effective outbound fire. Firing at the damaged ship, of course, which works fine for us. That might be one reason why our point defense isn't being too effective in response. We're going to lose a ship here. At least one. Here's our siege coils going away. Seeing why you use siege coils in sieges, because they're really hard for PD to stop. It's even two of them are almost overrun with PD. Yeah, this would be a situation where if we're coming in faster, it would be better. I may try to do that reload and see if that helps. It may not have helped in the earlier battle though, so. This would also be something that the Siege Coiler 3s would be better at. Or hell, even the railgun ships would probably handle this a little bit better. Because they'd at least be putting 3 times the rounds downrange. We're out of rail cannons at this point. Do auto resolve. I may load the lost save. Victor. Oh, okay. So they were still able to do that. I'll take that. That's a okay situation. I think we were gonna probabilistically lose that fight one way or the other. Available operations. Okay. Destroy the hab in 5 hours. Taking the place out. We share propellant. Do an equalize. Does that give us enough fuel to burn to the closest station? It does appear to be the case. Burn there. It'll take you about 2 weeks. Low Mercury orbit. Join 349. Yes. And we did lose. We lost the command ship. Okay. So we probably want to build another command ship for Romeo 300. That is the Liberty Block 3E. And we're just waiting on the volatiles.
The LZ is secure.
Another set of things launching low Earth orbit. Not surprising.
Target secured.
Launches for Saladin Station. Let's try to send 260 to Saladin. Otherwise we're not going to be able to do anything to stop them. Our fleet doesn't arrive in time. I'll resolve, it does blow up this thing. They take some damage. And yeah, our fleet does not arrive in time. Okay, so we lost Saladin Station. Well, that's a shame.
We've removed some threats.
Taking the control point for the resistance, gained public support for doing so, because we had a critical capacity. Cool. Of course, they've taken a point from us, we took it back, it took a different point. We're kind of doing ring around Rosie here. They obviously want the place enough. Oh, I think... Is that the station we got? No, that's the station we originally had these guys at. Can we get them back there reasonably quickly? And they're managing to get our stations destroyed before our guys can arrive, which is annoying. These guys in theory should have been quick enough to get there before them, but... Or at least during the duration of them blowing it up, which appeared not to be the case. Okay. Okay, let's try to negotiate some peace between the nation that we're getting attacked in and the people they're attacking, because they may be willing to accept.
Time to make our move.
Reporting in. Heading to the LC.
Standing by for orders. I will try to sway the public.
Ready to go. Telling our story.
Completes transfer. We did set it not to... Wait. 260 complete transfer. Okay, so no, we want 260 to go to a different station because there isn't anything there to save anymore. Begin resupply. 260 is resupplied, okay.
Lending my expertise.
You're gonna arrive in 9 minutes. These take 1 hour to get there. So they're probably not gonna arrive in time. Well, we'll try. Okay. Yep, it does some damage to the fleet. I'll have to stop it. Oh, and we do manage to arrive in time this time to save the station. Well, attempt to save the station. We're probably not showing up with enough. We're gonna try. Six targets, 6 ships. We can see all the damage in the background, so the station is mostly destroyed. Torpedoes away. That's all we can do with the defenses. More torpedoes launched. And all fuel expended. So we'll set the auto resolve here. It's not going to save the station, but it may stop them from doing other ones. Colony Aurora is now complete. Don't want to stack too many on the militaries, otherwise we do advanced coil cannons right now. Instruments of soft power? Yeah, instruments of soft power. So we want space defense to be done. It's going to be done in December, which is a long time away, annoyingly. You're October of next year. Ouch. And yeah, they blow the station up, which is kind of expected. Earth orbit defenses are at this point down until 300 is functional again. Moscow region has some space defenses. Nice. We may weirdly need those soon. Romeo has completed transfer. Okay, can you refuel? Resupply. 2.1 days. And then we're going to try to send to
Public
medium dock
opinion
to
is
do
moving in
repairs
our
to the medium
direction.
dock.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay. So, can you get down to Earth medium? Yes. 2.1 weeks because of probably damaged engines. Still fast in building new ships. Okay, well, because of the damage to our space infrastructure, you've won. You get to keep this place. Bend Nation. Victor 404 arrives at its destination. Begins bombarding a space base. The Martian fleet isn't ready, so it gets to get away with it. Take me there. You're going to reclaim the location as soon as they move on to the next one.
Mission complete.
If they move on to the next one, seek peace. They're not even willing to offer. Okay. Never mind. We're just gonna lose the United Arab Emirates, which is a little annoying. Okay, they moved on to the next target to bombard. Obviously can't build that with local stuff. We can do a tier 2 settlement. We could potentially upgrade it later. So let's get the settlement core down to keep the spot.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Score 1 for the good guys.
This is somewhat damaging. Now they're coming from Romeo 342, so the fact that we didn't engage them has apparently not spared the Martian fleet. As now they're coming from the Martian fleet. Not much we can do other than prepare to receive them. Is this even a space ball I think I can win? Liberty. So this is the Siege Killer Mark IIs. I don't think this is a battle we're gonna win, even if I do my best. I'm gonna go ahead and let the auto-resolve take over. Auto-resolve, how do you go? Failure. Completely failure. We do some damage. We're gonna want that at some point. Yeah, typical state back, which is fine. Launches for low Earth orbit. I don't know if this is the one that was at Mars. It could be the one at Mars. Space marks will want it at some point. If no other reason than because we don't. Clearly, it's more space efficient to have one space works than two skunk works. Oh, I don't have all the volatiles. We'll have to wait a bit to replace the orbital. The Mercury fleet's almost done. That's the only good thing right now. Wait, Mercury fleet? It's done. Why does the Mercury fleet only have 7 ships? That's the Mercury fleet only have 7 ships. It should have 8 ships. I screw up and only queued 7? I have screwed up and only queued 7. Or it's about to come out or something? I don't think it's about to come out. It was shown up already. So we got some Earth ones coming up. It's only got 3 ships in the shipyard, which is a bit shame. It's a bit of a shame. Yeah, I'm gonna probably give up and try to even care about the United Arab Emirates because did not realize they were at war with people, and I can't get these people to go to peace, so we're not saving that region. In the meantime, you got 4 commanders. It's not going to be enough to do any of that stuff. Nope.
I will try to sway the public.
At your service. Taking it to them.
Okay, 300 assignments. Let some time pass. Battle stations we'll probably want at some point.
Offering support.
Well, it's not going to make a big difference against the alien combat stacks. Wait, they left the Mars shipyard intact. Okay. I don't need to rebuild the Mars shipyard because it's still intact. It's presumably damaged. So they blew up the... Okay, it's far cheaper to replace the thing that's broken than to build a new station. That's good to know. Yep, we want that at some point. Victor 398 completes his transfer, that's fine.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We've moved the needle.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
You have completed your transfer. This is definitely a repair and resupply situation, though. Resupply for the moment, because you don't have the stuff to do the repair. Yeah, we're gonna have to run both military decks at the same time because we're gonna want these military decks done sooner rather than later. Debris duty. Attempting against the agreement of science now. We'll get rid of it.
Target secured.
Mission
Yeah.
aboard.
Missing one of the ships down there. I'm pretty sure I queued up 8, but apparently I didn't. Oh, mining complex, yes. Instruments and soft power. Taking more orbital defense issues, we probably do want to do more of these just to get more management control to make up for the fact that we're losing the stuff we have in space. Yeah, everything that I queued at Mercury is apparently done. Got those 3. Which we'll be wanting at Earth, that's fine. And then half the Mars fleet got destroyed. I'm not actually sure. I suppose I still have more coming out of Mars. Yeah, 3 more is going to come out of Mars. These, of course, all the laser cruisers to go with the laser ones to go with the siege coilers we just lost. But you know, you don't always get what you want. These repaired already? I didn't tell them to repair. Interesting. Okay. So then we get into the difficult question of what do I want to do about the assault carrier. From a alien hitting me standpoint, it is probably better to destroy them in space, because yeah, they're not going to be particularly appreciative of me blowing their stuff up. They're probably going to be more appreciative of it than blowing it up in space than blowing it on the ground. Trying to figure out which one is that it? Nope. Scary fleet, but not it. So it's probably you then. Yeah, that's an assault carrier. 10th of July. Okay, so it's just you arriving 10th of July. So I've only got one assault carrier to deal with. And I have no idea how we're going to deal with that problem. Because I don't have enough volatiles to really build any more ships. 10th of July is a decent tick out. So we'll just see how things go. We're definitely not engaging any more surveillance ships for a while, because I want to keep something around to deal with that assault carrier.
Your orders. We're going in.
Where do you need me? Going in
Maybe
hot.
send them different spots, hopefully. You're the quick learner, so you'd actually benefit from this now. Probably grab the espionage. I think I've already given you the espionage one, the stealth field, yeah. Espionage here, and then we'll give you the stealth field. Going to give you the stealth field. Everyone just a little bit more stealthy. Stealth field. You wouldn't benefit from the stealth field, so we're not going to bother giving you the stealth field. Science is tempting here, the Parasite one's tempting, but we're going to pass on those for the moment. Stealth field here. Then we're back around. Okay. December, April, so you're not even going to be... Well, you'll probably be done for when we lose all the ships. And I suppose in that situation it will be very useful.
Offering counsel.
And then you want to join... Yeah. Your Mars ship launching. Completed transfer. We're not going to sortie 300. I'm somewhat surprised 300 has actually been repaired. Foundry, yeah, we'll probably want that.
People will come to our side.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
Yeah. And I was expecting that. When I couldn't get the peace with them, I was expecting that to happen, which is they're just going to overthrow the place. Which is annoying. Defeat the whole purpose of getting in there, but... Our asset went silent, which is something we can fix by getting a new asset.
Score 1 for the good guys.
By the numbers.
Okay.
Ready to go. Going in hot.
And then
Ready.
you need to turn your counselor from them.
I'll make an offer
Like so.
they can't refuse.
Give me some more investment to grab some more funding. At this point, I should probably go ahead and start trying to get these to build up in a reasonable sequence. So, heavy fission reactor array, the mine, and the admin tower. I'm gonna leave most of the stuff off, because while at some point we'll want it all back, it does have a cost associated with it. And for the moment, we're definitely volatile poor. One of the reasons to be developing this place is this is our source of volatiles, right? So, every fusion reactor array down, the mine to make the volatiles, and then the admin tower. Maybe it might be an argument to put the farm down as well, because it would save the cost of those extended crew or something. But what? That's 1 volatile, 4 volatile. Yeah, everything from the crew, right? So it's the... Oh, so that's actually 1.5. Say 6.5. Like 13, 14 per month. Actually, we are getting up to the point where maybe it's actually worth trying to slam the farm in there just to save on the volatiles from the crew. Especially that admin tower. That admin's got a bunch of crew on it. Okay, I've solved myself in pulling the farm. These places, because I'm putting the admin tower in. There we go. We're going to leave them mostly barren other than that. Because I want to save the
Ready for
volatiles for building
orders.
warships to defend the orbits. But those are bases that, assuming they're basically not costing a lot of volatiles, and upkeep should rapidly pay for themselves in their volatile cost.
lending my expertise.
We've turned them to our cause.
Let me know what to do.
Ready to sabotage.
Okay, it's already defaulting to 0. That's good.
Ready for your orders.
The people will come to our side.
We have moved the needle.
How's my Earth fleet construction going? What we got queued up on Mars is almost done, but it's half a fleet, and that's why it didn't handle particularly well last time. 82 days. I think 82 days should be enough for the sally into the assault fleet.
Target destroyed.
Unable to destroy target.
That's a shame. More space defenses, this time in Boston. This is one of the bigger areas this time. Probably actually tells me where it's going. Dallas. Yeah, Texas and Oklahoma combined, it's pretty big. Five of the 15 regions have space defense. Okay. Well, that's probably enough welfare for the moment. Let's swap over to government instead. Get Canada up to democracy of 5. We just saw that the servants attempted to do a crackdown on Kyrgyzstan, so let's just stop them from doing that by doing a defend
Securing
interest
our
there.
interests.
The 27th of November will be nice. Because this is just straight up 5 less damage to 5% less damage to ships. Which for our purposes means we need 5% less armor, hopefully. It probably doesn't quite work out to that, but...
I will help them.
Securing our control.
There was a council in my custody. Guess someone screwed up so badly they got themselves arrested, which would have been a critical
Public
failure against me.
sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay. Cores on those are replaced.
By the numbers.
Target destroyed.
So 2 council actions while smart space defense is done. Advanced coal guns is better warships. We'll still have to research the UV lasers after that, so I might as well do let's do a revision of our laser ships. was the Indefatigable. Block 3s. Currently we're just running a targeting computer on here. Upgrade the power plant. Doesn't make a big difference with the power plant upgrade. We probably got the space we can shove an ECM on here. And then we do want to shove on the advanced laser engines. 20 more megajoules to firepower. Doesn't make it... Well, it's making a difference, right? So we add 2 of these, this would be like plus 40%. And we can stack these on here, yeah. That brings us up to 410. So that puts us over 20 damage a shot. That makes a decent change on the armor. That means the enemy needs, what, like 20 plus armor instead of 15? Instead of the 17, 18 that they needed before. So, to be completely immune. So yeah, that makes a difference. Doesn't make a big difference, but it's making a difference. And then, yeah, we'll go obsolete the Indefatigable block 3s, so we stop building them. Given them, well, we'll finish. Oh, is that how I screw up in the? No, this will still finish in 2 days. When that's done, we'll go ahead and queue up upgrading those Indefatigables before we try building new ones.
Gear up. Offering assistance.
Securing our interests.
So that fleet is now got a full set of the Indefatigables. The Indefatigables, we just upgraded the firepower on them, so I should do a upgrade pass on them. So refit dock ships at Mars. I could swap them over the Adamantine, so we'd have the range to get to Earth if we wanted to abandon Mars. And technically I could do that the other way around, right? I could build a... take an Indefatigable, give it the bigger fuel tank, fly it out somewhere, drop it back down for the orbital defense. We're desperate to get ships in places. That's a surprisingly long upgrade time, 49 days. Yeah, surprisingly long upgrade time. For what I'm doing to it, which doesn't feel like it should take that long, but it does. Breakthrough. Share the knowledge with trusted colleagues ahead of time. Use the prestige. Pitch the applications. I think we just want the science. Bunch of science. There's the spacecraft defenses. Let's grab the... Actually, not grab the colony mining complex. What we probably want is you. So then in the future we can skip straight to tier 3 at Mercury, Mars if we lose Habs. Yeah, let's start on that. It's gonna take a while.
The world forever turns. That we cannot change. What we can do is ensure we turn towards each other, and never away. That we embrace all our tomorrows, united and unafraid. Superior Judith Howell. Unity. 8 simple rules for a better humanity.
Yeah, well, we definitely wouldn't be turning away from you if you weren't turning towards the aliens. So yeah, that's the colony tax. Do I want to work towards better engines, or... Like, I think the phasers that we're thinking about are going to be exotics. Good work space tourism if we definitely need more money, but we're not actually that desperate for money right now. We're going to need that for the research university, but we can't really protect that right now reliably. You know, that's actually an argument. In the full tech tree, I'm going to look up the place where we get the bonus for volatiles. Am I spelling volatile? Yes. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. It's gonna be like plus. This is being very useful. Because what I'm trying to search for is... Here we go, rapid distillation techniques. You need transform pages, which needs predictive predictor Gen X. This is DNA Repair. Yeah, we should probably... Oh, and apparently this is a requirement for space hospitals. I think it's the tier 3 one? I got the tier 2 one ready. Yeah, the tier 3 one. Which is what we definitely probably want to build. Okay, so we know what we need to go. We need to open transform pages. Which is behind predictive genetics, which is a real fast tech. The thing I actually would be really concerned about is something like that happens where someone goes and takes it from me. Because it's so cheap they can outcompete me. At least in the short run.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
We are winning their hearts and minds.
The LZ is secure.
Target secured.
Two, 3-3 has arrived. Question is, what do I want to do with 233? So 233 is the ion drive railgun ships. Which honestly, they serve their purposes. They're not completely useful or useless. The big problem we're going to run into, say, for Earth defense is that the aliens can just run away from them. Because they don't run very fast. We could attempt... It's the 9th of December. We can attempt to engage with them. After their resupply. Which after such a long flight is a decently long period of time. What's that? 373? Yeah. Attempt to intercept with them. This is definitely a fight we can win. These guys are decently armored and decently armed. So it really comes down to if these guys run away, and the expectation is that they should. Hopefully.
Your orders. Heading to the LC.
What's the op? We're going in.
You know, can you go say hi to... Let's start with the academy.
Initiating contact.
We'll see if we can try to buy some volatiles off of people.
expertise.
Making contact.
They don't want to sell me
Though
volatiles.
our methods may differ, we both wish to safeguard humanity.
I really don't want anything you have. I'm not going to buy your basics because they're going to be expensive. I don't need carry orgs. Okay. Will be nice to give them like 5 money for saying hi.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Okay. We are engaging. They're apparently willing to fight. I don't think that's a smart idea for them, but they are. Okay, so there's 2 up front. The one we need to destroy is in the back. We'll engage the 2 in the front to start. With the railguns. I'm going to slap the full speed ahead. It's not going to make a difference. These ships don't accelerate very fast with the ion drives. Frontal cannon is 800 kilometers, 750 for the batteries. There goes the rail cannons, beginning double fire. Yep, this is actually not going as well as I'd hoped. Apparently got enough point defense to trip down the incoming rail cannon rounds. I think we're overwhelming the first one. okay, maybe these things are obsolete. They performed really well when last time we tried to use them. But just they're so slow, they haven't been engaged in very much. Yeah, that's the one we really want destroyed. So turn the noses around and open fire on it, and hopefully live long enough to get enough rounds down range. Because it definitely doesn't have enough point defense. The question is, are they going to try to turn around? One of them has tried to turn around. If I get them to not overlap the fire, we might be able to penetrate the PD on one of them. Sufficiently enough to do some real damage. Yep, that's starting to be effective. Obsolete ships showing that underestimating your enemy is a dangerous task for the aliens. Oh, the one that actually turned to engage us has lost engines. Yeah, so no longer has any control. Is otherwise dead in the water and is kind of dangerous close firing range for us. There it goes. I forget what the command order is for attempt to disengage. There's a possibility we could just disengage at this point because we've split up so much. Yeah. There's the command for disengage, and we are able to disengage because we're just too far away from them at this point. The ion drives will limp back to the closest station.
People will come to our side.
I think they're gonna get there before us, honestly. This is retaliation
If
for
these
blowing that thing up.
results are accurate, we're about to upend the entire medical system.
Of course, the
Not
big
a soul
tokamaks, which is
outside
really
the-
a research I'm not at all interested in. Might as well let them research tokamaks, get it out of the way.
Score 1 for the good guys.
The LC is secure.
Three is complete transfer to a station that isn't there anymore. Okay, well, looking at the time, this is a good place to put a part break in for YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, there'll be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I am going to mute the mic for a short bit to sip a little bit of a tea, take one last quick stretch before we try to finish out this stream. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.